Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome into Northern Life. So happy you can be here with us as we say goodbye to the long week and hello, to the weekend. Big wave. I feel a little bummed though. Nobody gave me the pink memo today.
Yeah, that's
I don't know what happened. Yeah, we walked into work. We were in the exact same thing. We're like, we didn't talk to each other beforehand.
It's not even Wednesday.
Crazy. Exactly. It's supposed to be on Wednesday.
But I love this shirt too much. I wear this shirt all the time. So
I ran out of laundry, so I had this shirt.
There's a reason for Hunter's shirt.
Oh man, a little pink sandwich today.
There we go.
Well, coming up on our show today, we're sharing our top 5 Friday list. Today, we're talking about the odd and unusual things that make us happy, the little things in life we can all appreciate. That'll be a fun conversation.
I'm excited to share those, and you have to stick around for the whole show because we're going to be pushing our football picks back in this show, but we have awesome full videos of CJ and Harry here to share with you all.
Excited.
We had some fun in our house this morning. I know. Always a drool when the treats come out. Oh boy, yeah. A little creativity for the football picks for the dogs this week.
Super cute. Hey, to go along with our dog friends there, I am actually going to be spending my weekend taking care of my friend's dog. His name is Pip, and he is just such this cutest little dude.
That is a cute boy.
Santana.
From tonight until Sunday, we're going to be hanging out. He's got his little lobster there. This is back in, I think, December, a long time ago, where I got to take care of him too. We went to the dog park, so it should be an absolutely fun weekend. Hopefully we'll do some hikes maybe, hand out some treats, I don't know.
What kind of dog is Pip? Do you know?
Pip is a Belgian Malinois mix, I believe, but mostly Belgian Malinois.
Like a police dog.
Yes, but he is the opposite of a police dog. Well, he just doesn't, he's very well trained, but he's not aggressive. He's more like a little happy, peppy little dude. So.
That's sweet.
Yeah, he's got a little floppy ear on the side. Yeah.
Cute. He looked like he was like 90% ears in that picture.
Yeah,
seriously.
Got some big ears,
That's
but
awesome.
It should be a fun weekend. How about you guys? What are you guys up to?
Yeah, what are you doing, Briggs?
I really have no plans.
Just nothing.
No plans this
talking.
weekend. Yeah, just gonna be chilling. My husband Matt is playing in a hockey tournament though.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I want to say it's at Heritage here in Duluth.
Okay.
So it's just one of those, like rec leagues that you play in when you're an adult.
Sure.
Beer league, sometimes they call it. So I might go watch one of those games, but they play at like 9:15 tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh gosh, that's way too late for me. So
it's bedtime.
yeah, maybe Saturday afternoon's game. I'll catch that one.
Stay for the first period.
Yeah, there we go.
You're up to Grand Rapids?
Heading right up after work today. We got 2 gigs up there at the Eagles Club. We're going to be hanging out Friday and Saturday, so doing that. And then Sunday, hanging out with a bunch of friends, I think down here in Canal Park. It's going to be an absolute blast. So a lot of fun.
Should be good for that.
Oh, it should be beautiful, especially on Sunday. Partly cloudy, looking with the high temperature of 51 degrees.
Get that green screen out, clicker or something.
Clicker out. We're gonna have some good times. But we've also been having some good conversations around the station. Actually, yesterday, Briggs, Hunter, and I were on the 4 p.m. and we were talking to our producer Heidi Stang, and Heidi was talking about. She blew us away with this comment. You know the comment, close but no cigar.
Yeah.
Heidi, in Heidi's world, it's smoke but no cigar. So it's like there's smoke, but nobody's smoking.
So naturally, we made fun of her as soon as we heard her say that.
Naturally.
And so then, after hearing that too, I went down the rabbit hole on the interwebs and found some other statements from other places. So, like in a Zulu saying, a nice fig is often full of worms, which serves as a reminder to approach everything with a critical eye.
I've never heard that once.
Won't be using that anytime soon.
How about don't take too much hay on your pitchfork, which is a Dutch saying.
Okay.
Which is like don't
fill your plate too much.
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Sure, that's a good one.
And then the final one I found too is the pillow is the best advisor, which comes from Sweden. So you can sleep over a problem and see how you feel in the morning.
Oh wow! I kind of like those.
That last one.
Yeah. My dad is like the king of old sayings, and I never know what he's talking about. He'll say things like, "Oh, it's just 6 1, half dozen another," and I'm like, "What are you saying? What are you 90? What are you?"
You just gotta get the dad translator out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here's a thought. Do you guys think is it play it by ear or play it by year?
Oh,
ear for sure.
I say ear as well.
People say year. I didn't know that was a thing.
People say year.
Depends on the year.
I guess. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I say play it by ear, but some people say
We're gonna play it by 2023.
There we go. Yeah.
Today on the show.
Well, staying on the topic of pillows, Ryan was just talking about. There's been some heated discussion online about how many pillows people use at night. Some people use 0. Others only have 1, and then there's those of us who need like 2, 3, 4. I personally sleep with 2 pillows. One that's like a little little bit more flat, and then one really fluffy one on top.
Wow.
Yeah, load them up with the pillows. How about you guys?
I've got a nice flat pillow that I use for my head, and then I like to hug a pillow as well.
Nice.
So probably 2 total pillows. Yeah.
I think I have about 6 on my bed. There's like 2 up top, 2 in the middle, and 2 down below, and then I just kind of like crush my way into the bed. Like, I don't know. It looks like I'm hitting a baseball. But, I wake up and my bed's a mess.
Oh, boy.
Do you guys have any decorative pillows, or is that more like a girl thing?
No
I
decorative pillows.
I barely make my bed.
Barely got sheets to keep me warm. Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, yesterday we were talking about how being lazy does have some benefits. Well, for those folks out there who constantly hit snooze on their alarm, new studies say that can actually be beneficial as well. A new report published in the Journal of Sleep Research found that briefly snoozing can be healthier compared to waking up after your first alarm goes off. Okay. Research found that brief snooze periods can help against mood decline, improve your cognitive functioning, and alleviate sleep inertia as well. Sleep inertia.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a
physics into
new
it,
word.
Jeez.
They also found that most snoozers are younger and not necessarily morning people. That makes sense. I never really snooze.
Really? Even on the morning show?
No, I'd have to get up right away. Because when that alarm goes off at 3:30, if I snooze, like, there's no chance I'm getting up
That's true.
after that.
I only snoozed on the morning show. Otherwise, I never snoozed. I like 3 times. I'd have 3 separate alarms at least.
I set like 4 or 5 alarms every morning, and they're all snooze, and they go off 9 minutes apart. It's just utter chaos in my room. Yeah.
Do you guys ever have to like put the alarm way far away? And
So you have to
I
physically
do.
get up?
Sometimes.
That's
What it
smart.
takes.
Yep.
It is. Well, coming up, talking top 5s this week, the small things that bring us joy. We'll be back.
Welcome back. One of the cool things about living this awesome life that we have is that there are obvious things that bring us all sorts of joy, and then there are a bunch of little, strange, odd moments and circumstances that also really make our day. So for today's top 5, we're going to be sharing our strange and unusual things that bring us joy.
Okay.
I love this topic.
I like this.
So let's start with Briggs Savage here in the middle.
Well, luckily, I started my list off with, we're talking about beds, pillows. I love hopping into a bed that has clean sheets. There is no better feeling when you just lay down and you're like, oh, yes.
True.
The sheets are clean.
Yep.
I love when I turn on like Netflix or like a streaming service and there's a new season of like one of my favorite shows. Like that happens to me with Love is Blind sometimes, that reality dating show on Netflix. I'll turn on Netflix and I'm like, oh my gosh, a new season. I have weekend plans. The best feeling ever. When I come across a dog with a human name.
Always cute.
You cannot
Always
help
cute.
but not smile when
Yep.
that happens.
Yep.
My dog is aptly named Harry
Sure.
because of that. The drive home from work on a Friday. Can't get much better. Even
That's
though we
true.
love our jobs here, we really
Exactly.
do. We have so much fun.
It's
but
nice to have time off.
It is
Yes.
true. Regroup, as we were saying yesterday, always good. And a perfect trip on an elevator. And
does
here's
that
what I
mean?
mean by that. If you go all the way up on an elevator to get to your floor, but you don't have to stop on any other floors, or like if you're going down and you don't have to pick up anybody else along the way. I'm
Right.
a little bit selfish like that, but
That's true, though.
it's a good feeling.
I didn't think
to
about
make
that.
the small talk with somebody, it's like I've already made the small talk about 30 times today.
Right.
I think I'd rather have that perfect trip up and down that elevator.
How is the weather today?
Yeah, right. You should know, right?
Hunter never gets that question.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but going back to the dog one too quick,
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody's like a fan of New Girl, the TV show.
heard about
There was
it,
a
yeah.
dog I met at a park one time whose name was Schmidt. Super cute, like a little corgi too.
Yeah. In Dumb and Dumber, what's the other guy's name? Because I have Harry, and then there's is it Lloyd?
Maybe?
Lloyd
Sounds
or
right,
something?
but
Okay.
I can't remember.
Harry met another dog once named Lloyd at the
Cute.
park, and the guy was like, thought it was so funny, and I have never seen that movie, and I think it's that movie.
Okay.
But it was Harry and Lloyd, and that was just hilarious.
That's hilarious.
I know.
My gosh. Your old dog was Doug. I've met a dog
Yes.
named Walter before, which is such a cool name for a dog. It's
So
like
cute.
any old man names are like the best. I don't know.
What do you got in your list?
All right, let's see. I don't encourage anybody to smell exhaust.
What? What is this?
Let's start off with that disclaimer.
That's my disclaimer to all the kids out there. But my favorite thing is one of my favorite things that maybe other people don't like is the smell of diesel exhaust or two-cycle engine exhaust, like snowmobiles or things like that. It's I don't know. It smells like candy to me. I love the smell of
It
it.
means a fun adventure coming, maybe.
Exactly.
Okay.
Fun is ahead. That's true. Number 2 on my list, I've got this weird sitting position from when I was a kid where I would like put my head on the cushion of the couch and my knees on the floor, and my parents would be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's really comfortable." And they're like, "What are you doing?" And it feels comfortable. I don't know even how to describe it.
Good on your back?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't do it
need a
anymore.
picture of this or
I
something.
know. It's somewhere online. I tried to find it this morning, but it's somewhere out there.
Somewhere online.
Number 3, I loved hanging out with adults more than kids when I was a kid. I would always, like 4 through about 12 years old, I would just be hanging out with my parents or with all the, I had friends and stuff, but I had friends.
As you were smelling exhaust.
And sitting in weird positions, but I had friends, I swear. And then number 4 on my list, bubble wrap. Who doesn't like bubble wrap?
Oh, that's a good
beautiful.
one.
Yeah,
This is fun.
And 5, not too many, but I can handle a gloomy day or two. It's very nice to have some clouds and just, I don't know, it's relaxing to me for some reason.
Especially when you have no plans.
Yes, that's the best. If you have plans, maybe not so much. But yeah, if there's nothing to do, you can just sit on the couch all day.
I feel like you could tackle all 5 of those maybe in one day. I could be wrong.
Oh, you probably could.
You could certainly tackle all those in one day.
Maybe I'll do it this weekend.
Smell some exhaust.
Who's got a diesel truck out
Once
there?
again, we don't ask anybody out there to smell exhaust intentionally. Let's get to my top 5. Not exhaust is number 1.
Okay.
But instead, it does involve a car. So when you're about to park, and as soon as you park, the song you're listening to ends right at that moment. You
Very
shift to park.
satisfying.
That's perfect.
Perfect
Yes.
timing. And 2, on these fall, getting colder days, a hot cup of coffee when you take that sip and it just fills your chest and makes you feel warm in the chest.
Like the very first sip you're saying?
Yeah, like a good sip where you go, okay, I'm ready to start my day. It's like
Yes.
Hunter with the diesel exhaust,
They're comparable, yeah.
Number 3, playing a new song nonstop, listening to a lot of Olivia Rodrigo lately.
Oh, her new
I know.
album.
She's got
Interesting.
good
talented.
songs. She got good songs.
Yep.
And then 4, once again, I guess we're talking about cars and gas. when you're at the pump, I feel like everybody loves this. When you get to the pump and you're trying to make sure you get to like the full dollar amount, and you're like just happening a little bit. Our coworker Shania upstairs says there was a time where she filled up her car and the cash was even and the gallons was even. I've never seen that, so we're gonna have to get some photo evidence maybe on another day.
Do you cheat though to get into that?
I mean,
or-
it's hard. It's hard because I
Yeah.
think I don't even know the math on that. You
Yeah.
have to drive the perfect amount. And then the final one for all you out there who are going to get ready to celebrate your weekend. If you're out on the sidewalk, be sure to just like be yourself, because I love when I drive past somebody and they're jamming out to something and they're having an absolute ball. Be you. Do you.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's a sweet ender.
Yeah, good top
very
5s
good.
there. Hey, it's time for CJ and Harry to take center stage, delivering their picks for our upcoming slate of NFL games. It's a football party house at Briggs' house.
Well, we're getting into week 7 of the NFL season, and the Green Bay Packers are taking on the Denver Broncos on Sunday. That's as the Minnesota Vikings host the 49ers for Monday Night Football in Minneapolis. We all know what happens when the Vikings play in prime time. I know. Too soon.
Wow.
Let's see where things currently stand with our picks, though. Hunter's leading the pack.
Let's go and beat the dog.
Actually, yep.
Good job,
And Ryan and I are losing to a dog. Or, well, I guess I'm tied.
You're tied now.
You're tied.
Okay.
I'm falling apart. So.
Wow. Yeah, I was the only one to pick the Vikings to win last week.
I
Everyone
know,
else
they
picked them to lose.
barely won.
They did. It was a very close
I was at
game.
home at my parents' house and I go, yes, let's go Vikings. Oh wait, I didn't pick you. Yeah,
It's good news either way.
Didn't
That's
have a lot
a
of
good
faith.
part.
Yeah, that's too
exactly.
bad. But hey, as for how we're picking this week, I think all of us went with Green Bay over the Broncos because my goodness, are the Broncos bad so far this year?
I had Russell Wilson on my fantasy team, and that's basically the reason I got kicked out of the
That's
league or
right.
fantasy league.
Oh,
This week was your
So
week.
I feel that. I picked the Packers.
And then I'm gonna. since I'm down 3 games, I got to make some moves. So I'm going to go with the Vikings over the 49ers.
Okay.
I think the Vikings maybe get a little pep in their step after a Bears win. But honestly, I'm not a football expert, as you can tell by my standing score. But we'll see what happens.
I'll say this, that they always pull out some win that you're not expecting them to pull out. So maybe that's what's going to happen this week. We'll see.
They're going to beat those Vegas odds, probably.
Let's go.
And Briggs here got to share some super cute and awesome videos with us for those doggo picks.
I took a creative spin on Harry and C.J.'s picks for the week. Here's C.J. Okay, so he's wearing a Vikings jersey, and I was like, all right, well, let's say if he catches the treat that I placed on his nose, then he thinks the Vikings are going to win, which he did. He caught it. Harry, though, he's not so talented. So I had to throw the treat to him.
This is impressive, though. A little C.J. spin on the treat there.
That's awesome.
It is. It was super cute. Harry's just standing there, though, looking.
He doesn't even notice it, barely.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he was looking at something else. I don't know.
So since he's wearing the Packers jersey, he thinks, I guess they're going to lose.
Okay.
So that will set Harry apart, I guess, depending from us anyway. About what happens.
I didn't even think about it. You said Matt's from Wisconsin, right?
Yes.
Is he a Packers fan then?
He is.
Okay.
He is?
He is. He's from Eagle River.
Sure.
Just outside our viewing area, kind of. But yeah, he's a Packers fan. But also, this is always interesting to me. A lot of people from Wisconsin they don't have an NHL team, but he's a Blackhawks fan when it comes to hockey.
Weird.
Yeah, so like Wisconsin people have to just adopt another hockey team.
Okay.
So it's weird to be a Packers fan, but also because the Packers and the Bears, so.
But when we were growing up, probably that age range, the Blackhawks were much better than the Minnesota. But speaking of Matt, we were putting together the show, and as you saw before we went to break, Matt and Harry and C.J. absolutely have a ball on NFL Sunday.
That's exactly what we do every weekend. Yeah, every Sunday.
Harry gets the foam finger and a couple cold ones with some popcorn.
Yeah, the boys get their jerseys on, and I just sit back and watch the whole thing play out.
It's a streams party. I want to be there. That looks awesome.
Well, you guys are more than welcome to join in on
Sunday.
us.
There we go.
Party?
We're in.
Party action?
Me and Harry are going to cheers each other.
But before we start partying, you might have to help out with, I don't even know, how do you get drool out of a carpet?
I don't even know. We've
are you going to drool
timer too.
No, the dogs.
I saw Harry in the video when I was throwing him to treat. It was just like, come right up his mouth.
I would honestly drool if I got to, to get a couple wins in this NFL standings thing. Do whatever it takes. Golly.
It is a shame.
That's a shame.
Hoping for some wins this weekend. Well, we have a lot of fun in store for you next week. We're going to show you a sneak peek when we come back.
It's Cosmo.
Cosmo Lorch.
Oh, get over there.
Good to see you, buddy.
Doggy on the studio.
Oh, here he is.
There we go.
Welcome back, folks. A beautiful cameo by Cosmo here. You can see he's wandering around everywhere. Look at that. Look at that dog.
We love
He
Cosmo.
wanted to come to the football party with all the dogs.
He did. He was missing out.
He heard me talking about drooling, and he's like, I need to help that guy.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on with him.
We love Cosmo. But I'll tell you what, coming up next week, we've got a lot of Halloween-themed activities. So coming up on Monday, our team decided to carve our own pumpkins. I turned into a competition. I don't think anybody got hurt. Did anybody get hurt or cut themselves? I think we're all good.
No, luckily not.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. But you'll have to see which pumpkin was voted the best at our station. We have a special guest person who comes in to vote here, so that's going to be fun. Then on Tuesday, Ryan takes me to a spooky blindfold. You'll have to see why Ryan had much worse experience than I actually did. That was a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was certainly a blast. And let's say the reason I didn't have a good time was due to Hunter. So
Which is usually what happens.
It could have easily been avoided. But I had to help Hunter. You'll see what happens. I had to help Hunter, which ended up putting me in a bad spot. Yeah.
I'm excited to see that story because it looks like it's going to be pretty fun.
I was so sad to miss that one.
Yeah.
But then come Halloween Day, too, we got all sorts of episodes, too, on that Monday and Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it. Very festive. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week. We hope you have a great weekend, and we can't wait to see you back here on Monday.
Time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this This is Northern Light.